Hey, welcome to the Nursing Dose with your host, Farah. Today, I'm going to be talking about all things Nurses Making Money Moves Conference. That's right. Today is Friday, and it's 1 week until the conference. So, if you haven't heard about the conference, it's going to happen March 8th. So basically, next weekend, Saturday is the main conference, and it's happening in Tampa, Florida. So if you happen to be watching, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. Super excited. I also have an event that's happening March 7th, which is a week from today. So the Friday night, we're going to be having VIP dinner at a restaurant downtown Tampa. Exclusive. It was by invite only, and it's sold out, y'all. Sold out. So I'm so excited. I'm so happy to just give you the update about all the all the news of really what's going on behind the scenes and everything. So yeah, if you happen to be watching, like I said, say hello. And for those who don't know me, my name is Farah, aka Dr. Laurent, the nurse career coach, and now the host of the very first conference, Nurses Making Money Moves. Okay, so how did this come about, right? So I wrote a book in 2023 called Nurses Making Money Moves, a nurse's guide to starting a business. So really, a lot of nurses were asking me, how did you start your nurse career coaching business? How can I start my own coaching business or my own consulting business? So I decided to write this book. This book could be found on my website, nursefarah.com. And it's an actual workbook where you can write inside. And it's from ideation, really taking your idea, to actually registering your business. Helps you with clarity and all that stuff, mindset, entrepreneurial strategies, how to think like a business person, all that great stuff. So that's what kind of started the whole movement with this Nurses Making Money Moves, because my background stems from emergency medicine, and then I went into education and then leadership. But really, the story of why I became a nurse career coach, for those who don't know, is as a nursing student, my clinical instructor in my last semester asked me what type of nurse I wanted to be. And she literally laughed at me when I said I wanted to be an emergency nurse. Laughed in my face and told me I would never be an emergency nurse. And of course, I was like, all right, lady, watch me. I will. So not only did I get hired in the ER as a nursing student, before I took my boards in Canada, I got 2 offers, not even 1 offer, but 2 offers in the emergency department. And I started working 2 days after graduation. Like literally all my friends were still applying for jobs, and I was already working in the ER. So it goes to show that, like, if you are very fierce in like what it is that you want to do, you can make it happen. So that's why I decided to become a nurse career coach and help nurses that are just starting out in their career transition to go into specialty areas that they really want to go into. So shout out to Charlene. Hey, Charlene. So Charlene's going to be an exhibitor at the conference, an attendee, and she has a book. How exciting. She has a book. I don't want to spill too much, but she will be revealing her book at the Nurses Making Money Moves conference. What an honor to have Charlene. And she's coming all the way from Cali. So can't wait to see you in person. She has her own podcast too. And the queen, right? Precious. I mean, we're all queens, right? But Precious L. Williams is going to be the keynote speaker. I need to like take my glasses off because this thing's bothering me with the light, the lighting and everything. So Precious L. Williams is the rain-making speaker, killer pitch master, and she is going to open up the conference as the keynote. So good evening to you, Queen. Thank you so much. And she is coming all the way from New York City, my old stomping grounds. So we met in actually New Jersey. So shout out to you. Can't wait to see you in Tampa. And like I said, y'all, it's going to happen March 7th, VIP dinner. But what you really want to do is get your tickets to come to the conference, which is March 8th on that Saturday, because you want to meet all these queens. You want to meet Precious. You want to meet Charlene. You want to meet me as the host, right? The hostess with the mostest. Yes, we're going to have a blast. It's going to be so much fun. So not only are you going to meet all these amazing women on International Women's Day, and in the month of March, which is Women's History Month, right? As we close out Black History Month, right? Shout out to all the amazing queens. You want to be in this room full of powerful women, and you don't have to be a nurse to come, right? Like, you can be a female professional that just wants to level up in your career, learn how to make money moves, learn how to start a business or grow your business, or maybe just be able to network and grow your network, because one connection can literally change your life. So Precious says, I'm here for you. And the nurse says, yes. But if you're watching, you're like, I don't know if this conference is for me. I'm not a nurse. You could still come. All this information that we're going to be sharing is applicable to any female professional that's looking to level up in their career, any professional that is looking to make more money with different income streams, whether you want to be a speaker, whether you want to be an author, like the new author Charlene, and also Precious she's a 5 times best-selling author. And you can get my book on my website. So basically, learn how to speak, learn how to get whether it's a book deal, if you want to go the traditional publishing way, or you want to self-publish, or if you want to start your own podcast. We have so many podcasters that are going to be in the room, both nurses and non-nurses. And we're going to be doing live podcasting at the conference. So you can have a chance to be live on a podcast and learn the behind the scenes of what goes on how to do that. What else? And we have, like I said, powerhouse speakers that are going to really give you the real deal information, not just fluff, right? The real information, not gatekeeping information, because this is my whole vision of this conference, is to bring nurses and female professionals that are crushing it in the industry, in their game, whether it's in marketing, sales, the speaking game, or in nursing leadership, in business, together, so that we could really celebrate, thrive, network, and really uplift each other so that we can all make money moves, right? Because one thing that I want to say is I'm all about supporting women, but also let's be real about this abundance mindset. And there's a lot of negativity out here in the world, but I'm all about bringing the positive vibes, and that's what we're going to be doing at the conference. And there is enough for everybody to go around. So I really believe in affirmations, positive vibes, supporting each other. So this is going to be a safe space for everyone to come together, ask questions, learn about how we can partner, collaborate, so I'm just so excited. And then Charlene says it's going to be so much fun and I can't wait. Yeah, and y'all, I have oh my God, I have DJ Riri, who is an international award-winning DJ, celebrity DJ, coming all the way from Miami. That's right, the 305. She's going to come to Tampa. She's going to be on those ones and twos, keeping us engaged, making the conference fun, right? And as I said in one of the posts, like, I'm doing conferencing my way. Conferencing traditionally is very boring. A lot of dry information, a lot of like stiff professionals. Like, we could still be professional, we can still learn and have fun. So I'm all about bringing energy, bringing the fun, and still learning. So this is really the whole vibe in this experience that I want to bring, and the vision that I have. So Precious says, Charlene, can't wait to meet you too. Yes, it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be crazy networking. And like I said, there's attendees that are coming all the way from Canada. So shout out to Canada. For those who don't know, I'm actually Canadian as well, dual citizen. Started my career in Canada. So I have a couple nurses coming from the greater Toronto area. Like I said, there's still tickets if you want to get your ticket. I put the Eventbrite link. You could literally go on Eventbrite right now. Go on Eventbrite, type in Nurses Making Money Moves Conference, Tampa. It's going to pop up. You could get your ticket right now. Right? Charlene, tell them. Precious, tell them they need to get their ticket not tomorrow, right now, because there's only a couple seats left. And I had to actually call the museum to see how many people we can actually fit into this room. So I only have a couple seats left. So you don't want to miss this. And yes, I announced that there's a virtual option. So for those that, physically can't actually make it, there is a virtual option. I dropped that link so you can actually see it as a live stream. However, if you can make it physically, you need to be in the room. And there's over 20 states that are going to be represented. So people from Texas are coming, Oklahoma, New York, obviously, California, a lot of DC, Maryland people are coming. So people from all over. There's no excuse. You got an airport. Get to the airport and let's go. Nurses making money moves. So get your ticket. Tell your friends about it. And listen, there's some real stuff going on. So I just had a conversation. I'm not going to say with who, but a conversation with someone because they're watching the news, and there's been like some stuff. And y'all, stop with the fear-based decisions, okay? You could come by train, by bus. You can take a plane. As long as you have faith, you're going to be all right, okay? You're going to be all right, and just pray and you'll make it to Tampa in one piece. So that is something else that I've learned over the years, is to get away from fear-based decision and really center yourself in faith and make decisions going forward in faith. And yes, sometimes you do have to take a leap of faith, and sometimes you have to take a risk. Like, y'all, for this conference, I'm still looking for sponsors. So if you happen to be watching this, and I know some people don't comment and you're just kind of like watching the live stream, if you know someone that would like to sponsor this event, you can get your brand out in front of so many nurses and female professionals, entrepreneurs. If you want to sell a product or a service, maybe you have a clothing store in Tampa and you want to come sell something. You have a jewelry store. You want to come and get a table and sell something. Please message me because I'm still looking for sponsors. So someone told me like, hey, Farah, you're super brave to be doing this conference alone. And traditionally, for those that don't know much about conferences, it takes a whole team, typically like 10 to 14, depending on the size of the conference. But there are people involved, and it typically can take anywhere from like 6 months to a year. And I just want to share with you, December 6th, I was on a webinar, and the webinar was with Rachel Rogers. And she was like, if you're a business owner, and I've been following her for a long time. She's like, if you're a business owner, if you want to just level up your business and really like meet your people, your tribe, and really, build it up, you need to have in-person networking events and conferences and things like that. So that day I was like, you know what? I've been thinking about doing this conference for about 2 years now. This is it. I'm going to do it. So that was December 6th. So in less than a week, in 6 days, I took action and executed and sold my first ticket December 11th to the conference. So this is what I'm saying about stepping out on faith and taking action towards your dreams. So if you're watching this, you have an idea, maybe you hate your job currently, you want to get a remote position, because y'all, I know I've been there. I used to work in the ER. I used to work 2-3 jobs. not making enough as a nurse sometimes, right? We have all these advanced degrees, certifications, but there's no real job security. As we can see currently in this climate, what's happening, right? Doesn't matter what degree you have, doesn't matter what certification, your job is not secure. What is secure is you building your own personal brand. I've been building my personal brand for the last 4 years now, showing up consistently here on LinkedIn and other social media platforms, going live literally every week, making videos, sharing content, valuable content for nursing students, new grads, nursing leaders, have my podcast. I mean, in fact, both Precious and Charlene have been on my podcast. You know, I've been putting in the work behind the scenes. And a lot of times, what people don't understand about entrepreneurship or business, or even just, trying to level up in your career, you have to put the work in. So you might look at some people and think, like, oh, how did they get here from point A to point B? It takes some work, y'all. You need to grind. You need to be visible. So, like I said, this conference, Nurses Making Money Moves, the theme of the conference is visibility, network, and impact. No matter what you are trying to do, whether you're a nurse, whether you're a female entrepreneur, female professional, whatever industry you are in, if you don't network and create relationships and you are not visible both in-person events and online, you're going to be forgotten. You are not going to really level up at the pace that you should be, right? Growing. So, in order for you to grow, you need to surround yourself with other people that are growing, not people that are stagnant. So, this is why it's so important to create a community and a network of people, just like Nurses Making Money Moves conference, to surround yourself with positive people who are taking action and who are making it happen. So if you guys are ready, put ready in the comments. If you are ready for Tampa, ready for the live virtual, get your ticket right now to join us virtually, but even better, to come in person in Tampa and meet all the great speakers, including the keynote Precious L. Williams, the rainmaking queen, the pitch master, Charlene Johnson, and so many other speakers. So, quickly, I want to highlight the other speakers. We have Alice Benjamin, who is a queen that talks about how to be on TV, basically from bedside to broadcast. And she is also going to be presenting her book there, and talking about her journey and how she's a contributor on NBC, how she's been on the Dr. Oz show. I mean, Precious has been on Shark Tank. I've been on the Jennifer Hudson show, y'all. Okay, so you're going to meet some celebrities up in here. Like, we are making moves, right? And we are making things happen. This is what I'm saying. It's a powerhouse of speakers and attendees. We have Dr. Kiana Jones, who owns her own med spa and has been doing it for 4 years. So, a lot of people out here just like talking, but not really walking the walk. So Dr. Kiana Jones helps other nurses start their own med spa. So if you're a nurse that's interested in aesthetics, or maybe a healthcare worker that's interested in aesthetics, like, Botox, IV hydration, opening up your own med spa, she's going to be talking about med spa. So you need to be in Tampa, March 8th at the Tampa Museum of Art, to listen to her talk about aesthetics. It's blowing up these days, right? So she's going to be there. We're also going to have Dr. Rebecca White, who's the chair of the entrepreneurship program at the University of Tampa. We also have, get my list out here, Shanae Moray. She's going to be talking about how to grow on LinkedIn. She is the queen when it comes to video and LinkedIn growth. She was my personal business coach and my marketing coach. So she's going to talk about really brand strategy and how to grow and be on camera. Renee Lindo, is a personal stylist from Toronto. So again, shout out to Toronto. She's going to come talk about style and why it's so important to build your style, whether you want to level up in your career or in your business. And y'all, like, what nursing conference have you been to that has a personal stylist? Not very many. So I'm bringing it, guys, right? I got a DJ, got a stylist. Like, there's going to be 2 surprise performances in the morning, and then before cocktail hour, it's going to be fun. So that's that. And then I also have Alyssa Adams, who's going to be on the panel talking about how she started her own staffing agency. I have Dr. Nkem, who's an emergency medicine physician and now real estate investor. So she'll talk about like finance, investing, all that type of stuff. We have Claudia Garcia, who is not a nurse, but she's also in the consulting space and staffing agency space. Who else? And then we have Dr. Susan Davis. She's former ER nurse. Shout out to all my ER nurses. I'm a former ER nurse. She's gonna talk about how she took her business to really help the communities and nurses and help them save lives with code training. And then we have Nurse Haskins, who's going to talk about how to open up your own practice. She's done that, and how she also helps other nurse entrepreneurs transition from bedside to entrepreneurship. So I hope I didn't miss anybody. I know y'all are probably like, this is a lot of speakers, but I wanted to bring the value for the first conference. So like I said, you can get your tickets right now on Eventbrite. Just type in nurses making money moves. Nurses making money moves, right? Money moves. And it'll pop up Tampa, March 8th on Saturday at the Tampa Museum of Art. Doors open at 7:30 a.m. There'll be vendors that'll be setting up early in the morning, so you'll get to spend time with them. What else? They'll have books and a bunch of different things that you can buy and really get to know the speakers and some of the vendors. And what else? Like I said, you'll have the opportunity to be on a podcast, learn more about podcasting, learn how you can get paid speaking engagements, how to sell, but really like how to make money with personal branding so you don't really have to sell that much, and learn about magnetic marketing, which Shanae is going to talk about. Not going too much in depth, but learn about inbound marketing and how people can be attracted to you and how to get more clients that way, so that you don't have to do a lot of cold outreach, more warm outreach and things like that. And I'll be talking about personal branding myself and my journey of, still transitioning from a full-time employee to a full entrepreneur. How I got on the Jennifer Hudson show through my branding, and just being intentional about being visible and showing up every week for the last 4 years. And really the intention behind this conference, and the impact that I want to make, because I see a lot of nurses who can't retire, for example, or maybe they're in retirement and they're still getting more jobs because of the lack of education out there about financial literacy, right? So this is kind of what I want to bring to the table. Like I said, bring the nurses and other industries so that we can learn from each other. Because I don't really believe in like silos, right? A lot of times we have nursing conferences, it's just for nursing students or just for nursing leadership. This is for everybody. Nursing students are welcome. Nursing executives are going to be there, and non-healthcare professionals are going to be there as well. And again, I'm very intentional about women empowerment. So this is why I chose to have the event in March for Women's History, and also an International Women's Day. I see nurses work so hard, and I don't want nurses to struggle anymore. I want to show nurses that you do, you do have the opportunity to do more, make a greater impact, whatever that is and that looks like to you. But in order to make an impact, you need to be visible. Your message needs to be clear. You need to be intentional about the moves that you make, the people that you surround yourself with, your mindset. You need to feed yourself with positivity, affirmations, be on a higher vibration, right? You got to go higher, right? You can't be with the chickens and the crows. You got to be an eagle, right? So that's pretty much it. So I'm going to wrap it up, and I will see you guys in Tampa.